there everybody, Bobby Kelly from Results Only TV again, and today I wanted to talk to you about one of the most common things I deal with in this gym on a daily basis. And yes, I mean daily, because anybody who joins a gym, one of the most important things they're worried about is, can they get abs? Can they see their abs? Six-pack abs? Can they look better in a swimsuit? There's a million different reasons why people want to do that, but the bottom line is it's sexy, it looks good, and realistically speaking, it really will help your workouts. So I wanted to come up with these 7 tips that I could give you for basically seeing your abs. How do you do that? And the first thing I wanted to tell you is that 9 times out of 10, it's not banging out 150 crunches a day. I can tell you that here at Results Only, we have not done a regular sit-up or a regular crunch in probably 2 years. So if you think right now, watching this tip at home, that that's what you need to start doing is just start banging out more and more crunches, I'm going to tell you to do one of these few things. Either come see us, which is the preferred method, do your homework and maybe go find another trainer, and finally, just stop, because what you don't realize is that over the past couple of years, so much research has come out about how bad crunches can be for you in the beginning stages of a training program. You're really doing more harm than good. So make sure you keep that in mind as you listen to the rest of this. So now I want to go over the ways you can do, the things that you can do to see your abs. Well, the first thing you have to do is you got to cut your calories. Most people eat too much as it is. And it's not so much that their abs aren't there, it's that you can't see through the layer of fat that are sitting right on top of your abs. So by cutting simply from, just cutting back some of your snacks, cutting back some of the choices that you're making in food, by a small amount, 15 to 20% is not a lot amount of calories that you have to cut back from. So the things that you can do is, make better choices with your food, and I'll talk about that in an upcoming tip, but maybe overall 15 to 20% of your calorie change. All right, you've probably heard this one before. You've heard about eating 3 square meals, and you've probably heard that that's now shifted to eating 5 or 6 smaller meals a day, and that's absolutely true. If you can do that, if you can find a way to have 5 or 6 meals a day, I guarantee you that you will be able to change your metabolism, which is really the main part of what you want to do to be able to see your abs. Because if your body doesn't have to wonder if it's going to get food, if it's not constantly hungry, if it's not constantly waiting for a new fuel source, then it's going to have a better metabolism. And therefore, the food that you put in your body, you're going to utilize better. And to make it very simple, you're constantly feeding the machine, so you're constantly burning calories, which is really one of the key ingredients to seeing your abs. All right, this one I have to probably teach 85% of the people who walk in this gym. You should have a lean protein with absolutely every single meal you eat. It sounds pretty foreign to most of the people who come to the gym. There are some schools of thought that say you should have 1 gram of protein for every pound you weigh. For some people, that can be a lot of protein. So maybe that's not completely, where you want to be, but you want to be pretty close to that. So if you were to have, peanut butter, eggs, steak, fish, tuna. There's a million choices of how to get protein out there. You just got to make sure you put it at every single meal. And most people, when I ask them, they probably only have protein at 2 meals. So they're missing out on that. And it takes more work for the body to metabolize protein, which means you're going to burn more calories and more likely to see your abs. Okay, so when you're going to choose carbs, you want to choose complex carbs. You want to choose things like vegetables, sweet potatoes, oatmeal. Those are the kind of complex carbs that we're talking about. If you want a simple tip, take everything white out of your diet. Okay, if you take out white bread, if you take out spaghetti and noodles and white rice, if you take the white stuff out of your diet, you're more likely to see success than not. And we can save this for another day, but whole wheat, 9 grain, 12 grain, all these, sometimes that can be misleading. So keep your complex carbs to things like vegetables and oatmeal and sweet potatoes, and you're going to see probably much more energy, and you're going to be working on seeing your abs as well with that tip. Okay, so let's talk about fats. We've already talked about proteins and carbs. Most people think that they should take all the fat out of their diet, and I can't tell you how many times I've put my clients on what's called EFAs, and just by simply changing the amount of essential fatty oils that they're putting in their diet, that it's it changes them dramatically. It's just a simple fish oil. They take, a little supplement in the morning and at lunch and at dinner, and the body craves good fats. You obviously want to keep saturated fats out of your diet, but something like, putting in salmon, avocados, almonds, the type of things that have good oils, you're going to see a big difference in that. So, maybe add an EFA supplement to your diet, and again, you're one step closer. Okay, the next tip and last tip I want to talk about today is water. All right, if you're talking about water and you live in Phoenix, you probably don't need a lot of a big tutorial on this, but you should have 8-ounce glasses of water a day. Now, we're used to that here because the temperatures can be, pretty high in the summer, and they're fairly reasonable in the winter. But a lot of people who might be watching this in places like the Northeast or, the Midwest, where it gets very cold, a lot of times when you're not sweating, you forget to drink. So, I'll do another tip on, the basics of water another day, but really try and get 8-ounce glasses of water a day. Keep your body flushed and your system clean, and you're going to, be another step closer to seeing your abs. So there you have it. A couple tips that I could give you to help you. If you just implement some of these, you're going to see change. If you implement all of them, you're going to feel comfortable. The next time you got to put on a swimsuit, or the next time you want to go shirtless, or the next time you want to, wear your clothes, you're going to feel a lot better, in your skin. If you ever need any help, we're here for you at Results Only. Thanks for tuning in.